Hi, my name is Ray and welcome to part 3 of things you can make with plaster. Today we'll be making one of my favorite projects, dragon eggs. Before you continue on this project, check out this video on plaster safety so you know what to do when working with plaster. Click it, right here. Yeah. The items that you'll need for today's project include a plastic empty water bottle, half a cup of plaster, 1/3 of a cup of water, a funnel, assorted food coloring, a chopstick and some foil, a binder clip, and a 5-inch white balloon. And if you're feeling adventurous and you want to create a hatched dragon egg, use some goo from one of our previous projects. We're going to start prepping our area for our dragon egg. Take your foil and roll it up to create a ring that will be the base of your dragon egg. Set it aside and start inflating your balloon. Inflate your balloon about 80%. It's very important to not inflate your balloon the entire way since you'll be putting plaster and water into your balloon. Twist the edge and use a binder clip to prevent any of the air from escaping from your balloon. Take your water and add food color to your water. By using different food colors, you'll get a very interesting gradient. Take your empty dry water bottle and put the funnel on top. Pour the plaster into your funnel and you'll notice that the plaster will have a hard time going into your water bottle. Use your chopstick to put the plaster into the water bottle. Take your water and pour it into the water bottle. Cap off your water bottle and shake vigorously until all the plaster and water have been mixed. Once your plaster and water have been mixed very well, remove the cap and take your balloon, and while having the top remain twisted, you're going to place it over your water bottle. Slowly squeeze the plaster into the balloon. It's very important to do this slowly because if you do this too fast, your plaster and balloon will explode. Once all your plaster has been put into the balloon, remove the cap. Plaster might still be in the balloon. That one broke. It will get a little messy, but go ahead and seal your balloon. It's very important to slowly rock and rotate your balloon so that the plaster is spread out evenly. This, depending on your plaster mix, and the humidity, it could take anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes for your plaster to harden. After a while, you'll notice that your plaster has coated the inside of your balloon. It's very important to use a white balloon so that you can see where the plaster has coated inside the balloon. You'll also notice that the plaster will start to harden. It's very important to not apply pressure to the balloon and still slowly rotate it and spin it so that the plaster can evenly coat the inside of your balloon. Once your plaster egg has dried, you'll know that it's ready to open because you'll notice that it started to heat up. The plaster reaction has occurred and your egg is hardened. At this point, you're going to slowly open your egg by popping the balloon. It's very important to do this slowly since the plaster might break under the pressure of the egg. If it does break, it's still fine. You can use it as a very interesting cracked dragon egg. Slowly cut the top of your balloon and peel back the rest of the balloon. This might take a while, and it's very important to not rush when doing this. If you do rush, your egg might crack. Once your dragon egg has been taken out of its balloon, it will take about 2 to 3 days for it to fully dry. What's going to happen is your dragon egg will actually start to create an interesting gradient, and your egg will have some really interesting colors form on its shell. If you want to take the goo from one of our previous projects, you can take a little bit of it and slowly pour it on top of your egg to give it this nice, interesting gooey effect. The more goo you put on there, the different layers, you'll have different layers of goo slowly forming. It'll take about 2 to 3 days for your egg to actually fully dry. It's safe to handle, but it's safe to just let it sit on its own for 2 to 3 days in an open area. Once it's done, you'll have an interesting gradient form, either with or without the goo. Once you have that, you can go ahead and clear coat your egg, and by just giving it a few layers of spray, it'll give it a nice, interesting color, a nice, interesting shine. There are other sprays that you can use, which also create an interesting texture for your egg, and it really depends on what kind of spray paint you decide to use. For this one, I used a textured sand spray paint, which gave it a very realistic dragon egg. You can get really creative with your design by taking some of the broken shells and applying it over your egg, then applying a layer of goo and letting it dry to see what interesting things it will actually come up with. Thanks for watching things you can make with plaster, and I hope you enjoyed making your dragon eggs. Share your comments below on how your project turned out, and remember to like and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching. Let's get crafty.